nobody says you have to be a professor emeritus and like wear a suit every day and always be like, I'm dignified and I'm going on this podcast and I shall talk about my expertise and I shall never be silly and I shall never embarrass myself and I shall never look like a fool. I shall only look smart. I don't buy that. I have a pretty intense relationship with the universe. The universe is constantly kind of sending me stuff. And it started with, I was forced to get a job. Ran out of money. Nobody else could help me. Nobody could provide me any resources. So I no longer had free will. I no longer had autonomy to be able to choose my own path. All of my dreams that I had in my mind, everything that I had a vision of that was good and right and true, I came to the thing that almost everybody does after they rebel for a little bit in their youth, which is they realize reality doesn't work the way I want it to. Reality is really tied around money. That was a hard realization. But all I really cared about at the time was that I wanted to continue being a creative force. And so I learned to become a programmer based off of the universe forcing me to learn a skill. I wanted to be able to do something, so I picked up programming. And I was ready to take a job. I had already accepted it. And out of nowhere, very intense message from the universe call just said, you have to come here in 30 minutes. I was in this space of mind where I was just trying to be open to possibility. And even though I'd already accepted my path, my future, I knew what I was going to do. I was certain of my personal future. I still went in, and with the knowledge that I was secure in my future, I was able to interact in a very different way in that meeting. And I was able to act like I didn't give a shit about them. And I was able to just be honest and say all of my knowledge. It wasn't a relationship based off of really simple signals. I mean, interviews are terrible ways for accessing. I didn't care. I just knew that I loved coding and I talked about it. I was passionate. I said, you have to hire me now. And they did. I went into this crazy fintech landscape. And my job was to help people who were bank people to do stuff with transactions. Despite the fact that it did not feel like the right path for me at the time, there was an intense continuous level of synchronicity of that company that just kept downloading information into me. Very specific things, just very specific coincidences that led me into specific projects that were just given to me so that I would learn specific things. And it came 2014 and I just started to get this intense idea. This idea came into my mind and it started to take root and I started to explore what that idea was. And at first I thought about it like the way that most people do. My first thought was, this is $1 billion idea. That's how I communicated to people. I said, this is $1 billion idea, because that was the only way that I knew how to quantify the value of anything. And so I told them that. I eventually realized that the idea was trying to communicate to me about the nature of money and how it changes and shapes our actions and beliefs in relationship to how we treat other people. And so I, for a long time, had a very, 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 very intense set of downloads about a system that ended up being called cognicism. The universe said to me, you need to communicate this to the world. And it came with a lot of realities about society. And the question is, what makes people pay attention? What would make anybody listen to anything? Because every person I spoke to said, you need to form a company, you need to get investment, you need to be bound to a person who can give you an investment, and then you need to promise them profit in the future, and then you will be able to manifest your vision. And I said, my theory is that the pursuit of profit changes human brains such that they are less pro-social. If I start with a pro-social vision and I chase down that road, it will change my mind, and I will be different at the other end. How do I actually manifest this and communicate it to the world? There's no way that I will start a company. There's no way that I will start a movement that does not change me. There's a CDP Grey video about power. He says, when you take the throne task, the throne takes you to task. You cannot exist within the structure of this society without it pushing back and changing you. And so I was left with the universe saying, you need to communicate this. You need to reach attention, and you need to not start a company, and you need to not get bound into intense monetary relationships with people, because as soon as you do, they will change you, and you will no longer be on the true path to what you're trying to communicate. Meanwhile, getting a lot of other crazy downloads that I did not fucking understand at all. They were super weird. Like this. Like this stupid freaking symbol that would not leave my brain alone. Just over and over for no fucking reason. No explanation. You know, my brain has always been like that. Like, write me, paint me, bring me into existence. I have the will to be. I need to exist. And I wasn't a painter. So I rendered it in Photoshop using CG. I sent it into an artificial intelligence model. I transferred the style from the Great Wave. And it painted what I had done in paint strokes that was like that. It deconstructed the parts from a whole and took it into itself. And it became the synthesis, literally, of many beings. And then I took that and I gave it to another person. I said, paint this. And they painted it. And I didn't understand what the hell it meant. I just knew that I had to repeat it. Repeat it, repeat. That I was being told that nobody's going to listen to you for 5 years. It's going to be a really shitty time. You just have to keep saying it, and you have to keep learning how to say it, because nobody's going to understand you. The world is a sea of signals, a sea of waves overlapping, and everybody's just trying to live their lives, and they're completely overwhelmed. And if you actually want to change anything in society and how it functions, then it can't be through the lens of money. It has to be through another lens. It has to be through the lens of art. It has to be through the lens of expression. You can create a foundation in a movement, a white paper, a cryptography, whatever that is. But if you do not ground it in an artistic movement, if you go out and you seek money, it will take you to task and you will become the token. You will become obsessed with your token's value. You'll be obsessed with altering yourself and your decisions to make your token have value. You will change yourself so that your chain is the heart and center of Web3, because you cannot just speak your truth. You exist in relationship to others. The only thing that the universe said to me was, music is the truest form of communication. It precedes language. It precedes writing. We used to tell myths. We used to sit around a campfire. We used to talk for a fucking hour together. We would tell stories, and in these stories would be imbued these great lessons that taught us how to interrelate with each other. And we can't get away with that. We still have movies, but everything has been captured by profit. So even our mythos, the thing that creates a sense of oneness within us, is superheroes. It's one person saving everybody else. And at the best you can get 4 superheroes together in a group, and then we love it. That's pretty exciting. I think that we need new myths to break out of a system that is trending us towards destruction. We've been told over and over and over and over and over these predictions that, well, humans can't seem to manage their shit, and we keep burning things, and we can't stop because we're so motivated by profit, so we're just gonna burn this whole land down. And a lot of smart people are like, this is a problem. This is a problem. We have to do something. We have to do something. And yet we're all bound within this society that to just exist, you have to get your next dollar. And most people that I know that are trying to do good work, they're still like, I need to get my next dollar to keep living. And their truth gets warped from it. I have known so many people who have started groups, and I try to communicate to them, if you chase this money, you will not remember what your initial intention will be. It will shape you. Year passes, and exactly that happens. And I'm like, I don't know how to communicate to you. I want to help you. I want you to feel like an integrated person who can move through time and not be affected in ways that you don't want to. I want you to manifest your vision. I'm trying to give you tools. But I cannot do that unless I have trust, reputation, and attention. And right now, society says the person who gets listened to the most, based off of our algorithms and all of our processes as humans and news, for 4 years, ended up somebody who's very harmful to our psychic and mental health. And we sit around and we say, I have no idea how to fucking change this system to make it healthy for me to exist in. And I have been screaming at the top of my lungs. For 4 years, I have the answer. Please, just have a conversation with me. Just listen. And we sat through 4 years of this, man. And 4 years of pain, of a pandemic where there was like people who were, they warned about it. But we just could not find a way within our algorithmic distribution of attention to coordinate to just avoid suffering. I think I know why, and it's something you can't express through language. You have to be the ocean. We are both a series of interconnected islands in our brain that represent a map of meaning, and we are the ocean as well. And as we flow throughout our mind, we reshape those islands. But the islands shape us too, and we start to believe that we are the language that we believe in. We are our thoughts. It is so hard to detach from certainty and just be. And this song is called The Rising Sun. And it is about when we have a pure vision and we're just so right and we're going to do anything to manifest it, and it does not matter what anybody else has to say because we're right. We don't have to listen. We don't have to integrate. This is called The Rising Sun.
Rising sun, where I'm from, where I'm going to this morning, where I've been. Coming east onto the west. Rising sun. So hey God, now please move the moon, 'cause it's getting in my way, and I don't have any room in life to fill up all the skies so that the earth could burst to bloom in the morning. The rising sun. And the ground circles round, but if I should cease to be, would I go to the north, to the south, till my fires burn away, just a fading star. Please move the moon, 'cause it's getting in my way, and I don't have any room in my life to fill up all the skies so that the earth could burst to bloom in the morning. Just a rising
without the context, I mean, a lot of people react to this song like this is an absolutely beautiful thing. It's not quite implicit that this is quite a horrific thing that the sun has suggested. The sun says there's literally no reason for night. I know that I caused the earth to bloom, and that is beautiful and right. And therefore, we do not need other people's perspectives. We don't need anything else but my vision. So that's why I find it quite disturbing, because, if you did not have the cycle of the night, we would burn to death, basically. We are cyclical waveform beings that need heating and cooling. We're entropic beings. We have flows of energy. If the heat keeps coming, life cannot exist. We have to have ebbs and flows of energy to exist. So the moon hears this, and he's like, and she, or however you want to gender the moon, it's not alive. They are rightfully like, that was a diss track. You just dissed me, and I need to fire back. I need to shoot back.
I don't need fire, the sun is a liar. Gonna shine as bright as the stars by my side. But if I'm just a reflection, well, look how the rest am gonna shine as bright as they need me tonight. Because I've been thinking things about the things you sang. I think that God and I would both agree that I'm alive, you're alive, need us both in the life. So take a bow, take a rest, leave the frame, chase the western wave. We all need direction, there's also perspective. The center is nowhere between you or I, and we're both moving forward as our words make them warmer, and we'll find a way to just sleep through the night. So just wait, so just wait. Time comes around, just wait.
There's a line in there, we all need direction, but there's also perspective, and the center is nowhere between you or I. That's one that's very deeply and intimately connected to the idea of cognitism and about plurality and consilience, and about we need new forms to be able to consider many perspectives. That vision is sort of beautiful and all, but the capacity to reflect upon many before acting is this other aspect of our being that is equally important. Both the drive of self and the capacity to hold back ourself from acting. We are beings that can restrain ourselves. We are beings that both have wills that emerge within us, and we can say, no, I'm not going to do that. Or I'm going to give you energy to do that. I love this idea. Let's keep going. And, it's funny that Roxy set this up upside down. And at first I was like, oh, I got to set it the right way. And then I was like, well, it's an album about perspectives. And so this album is actually an album about dualities. It's split in two sides where for every song on one half, there's a mirror on the other. And the first half is very masculine and very driven, and the other half is more embodying this sort of taking in many perspectives and taking time to reflect. So the idea of this next song is called the Earth Replies, and it's the Earth replying to their quarrel. They're like their parents. Their parents are bickering about what they think is right for them and what they think the earth should do, and you should be this way and you should be this way. And the idea is more, I think, of an integration between those perspectives, and this is the earth saying,
I don't need your pride, and I don't need your fear, 'cause I'll find it all out as I spin through this sphere of myself and others. We will find together, we will find another somewhere through our time. So don't discount our growth, I can spin on my own, and I'll fight off your fire with a breath of ozone. From the heart of my core flows our magnetic folds that will cast off your words and will make us a home. So you raised us so well, we can walk on our own. We can do all the things that we need to make home now. With all of our people and all of our pride, we'll find one another, we'll seek out the light. So don't discount our growth, we can walk on our own, and the world's not alone when the earth is your home.
So it was a very meaningful album that I released, and I put a lot of heart beyond it. And we don't live in a meaningful world. It did not connect. It did not do very well. So in my second album, I started to write things to gather more attention. Because, like I said, you take the world to task, it changes you. I cannot start on my initial intention of this is my truth and be heard and actually have it be received. People change themselves to get the power that they want to be able to influence the world in a positive way, and by the time that they get the power, they're changed. It's a crappy, cyclical thing. It's very difficult. And so if you're a person who acknowledges this and also has a solution and want to bring that to people, it's very difficult. So the song The Rising Sun, that idea of our intensity of vision really appears basically everywhere in my music. I repeat it over and over and over like a Marvel character. Because that idea of intensity of vision is something that is very familiar to all of us. It's pretty much driving society. Well, I've been around this road. Nobody knows how far it goes, but I feel like walking as far as these feet let me go. Lie on a plan, tell you all the things you can do well. Tell me if you can see the light at the end of the road. Stay alive as you watch him fall. Rise onto the rising sun. Wait upon the patient. I try to speak of the earth. I look to the north, see the world for what it's worth, and I feel like talking as far as this little voice let me through. Rely on a man to tell you all the things you can do so well. Tell me if you can see the light at the end of the road. Stay alive as you watch
and unfold. I heard these hymns inside my mind. Strange things could be now, but I the words of my own. I look down this road, nobody knows how far it goes, but I feel like walking as far as these 2 feet let me go. Rely on the man, tell you all the things you can do. Oh well, tell me if you can see the light at the end of the road. See the light as you watch it unfold. I heard these hymns inside my mind. Strange seems it could be mine, but I did the words right on.
Yeah.
I know you don't wanna seem combative. You're just trying to climb the social ladder. You've had it, never had nobody. Now it's time to change something. But I wanna hear you say, oh, you're gonna get it. That's due to credit, dripping aesthetic. Girls are gonna get it. You're a nice guy, that's what they say. And that's a nice slide. It's in the way of your love. You're lonely. Oh, so lonely. Oh, you're lonely. You wanna fall in love. Fentanyl, right into your genitals. That's your favorite chemical. Sex feels so incredible, seminal. But as it, word magic helps sad men get ass, and love is hacked through an LP. Don't wanna hear you say, oh, you're gonna get it. That pseudo credit, dripping and aesthetic. Girls are gonna get it. You're a nice guy, that's what they say. And that's a nice slide. It's in the way of your love. You're lonely. Oh, so lonely. Oh, you're lonely. You wanna fall in love. I know you don't wanna take advantage. You just want her number, but you panic. You damage every opportunity that ever comes your way. Get up, get up, get up, yeah, eat. Yeah, eat. Oh, yeah, eat. Oh, yeah, eat. Oh, I think you could get it in if you could only see yourself. Oh, you're gonna get it. That social credit, dripping and aesthetic. Girls are gonna get it. You're a nice guy, that's what they say. And that's a nice slide. It gets in the way of your love. You're lonely. Oh, so lonely. Oh, you're lonely. You wanna fall in love.
So, that was fun.
The last one he just wrote, by the way, recently.
I just wrote. That's my most recent song. And I would say if this was a real concert, I would say we should not be laughing. We all want to be loved. Like, what is so wrong with people wanting love? It's just when you get infected by an idea that tells you how to get that when you don't have any idea how to get it. Like, these people are like, they really want love. It goes longer and longer in their lives. It builds up. Right? So you don't get the experience when you're 15, you don't get it when you're 16, you don't get it when you're 22, it builds up the embarrassment. And so there's all of this neural structure in their mind related to their self-worth that gets tied up in how they interrelate with women. And so it creates a lot of anger, and I would like it not to be like, just anger. I'd love everybody to see each other with clear eyes. And so it's like, yes, this is toxic, but they're also real people, and we're all seeking love as beings. So it's like I try to like imbue some level of empathy and self-awareness in that song.
That sounds fun.
It's also funny. There's some funny ass lines though.
Yeah, it sounds funny.
You can get it there. It's a funny line.
Very serious.
Very serious.
Very serious.
Very
Can't
serious.
laugh. Got up there serious.
So I was in fact changed by my task to write different types of songs. And it works because I'm clever and figure things out. So what the fuck should I do? 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 Everyone's eating the meaning of God, chasing the freedom to be what you want. Turn to the music and never lose it, cause everyone's trying to be on top. And seeking the meaning of God, praise the people on top. You're weaker the more that you talk. So I know what you say. Something will change. I love everyone thinking they're gonna break out of this social decay. Praise the people of power, pay their way out of crime, but you're stuck at the bottom. You better get ready to pay with your time. What the fuck should I do? 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 And everyone's trying to be a big man. Cheating and stealing is part of your plan. Cause everyone does it. You can't rise above it. You're playing the game, so none of you even exist. Back in my fist, taking a personal risk, selling my soul for a chip, taking a piss, looking into the abyss, copy the people on top, breaking the law. But if I ever get caught, lawyers won't do what I want, cause I ain't got money and power of God. You're seeking the meaning of God, and praise the people on top. You're weaker the more that you talk, so I know what you say. You think something will change. I love everyone thinking they're gonna break out of this social decay. Praise the people of power, pay their way out of crime, but you're stuck at the bottom. You better get ready to pay with your time. What the fuck should I do? 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 I'm a golden god of one. Only need one follower, and he my favorite son, yeah? I can take a base of my energy right into the core of me. I can snort to crush the blind entropy. Look at me, I'm a golden godly entity. I don't mean but what I beam upon the track. Speaking in tongues cause I'm the sun, John Ash. Rising sun was planted 10 years in the past. I'm on track, come on. I'm a golden god of one. Only need one follower, and he my favorite son, yeah? I'm a golden god of one. Only need one follower, and he my favorite son. He speak fast, praise his name is fucking John Ash. I proclaim to be projected to the past. Future brains are gonna send a message back into man. Come on. I can take a base of my energy right into the core of me. I can snort to crush the blind entropy. Look at me, I'm a golden godly entity. 2491, that's the year that I'll be born. Can't you see that I'm the one out of one?
Praise be the power, you come tower. You can't wait to speak up louder. I nearly had it, but you got it. And I'm not the only one. Look, these addicts, democratic, dollar chasing, proto magic, seek automatic, forms a pattern so that they can be free from themselves, I guess. I'm a golden god of one, only need one follower, and he my favorite son. Yeah, I'm a golden god of one, only need one follower, and he my favorite son. He speak fast, praise his name is fucking John Ash. I proclaim to be projected to the past, future brains again and send a message back into man. Come on, I can take a base amount of energy right into the core of me. I can snort a crush of fly entropy. Look at me, I'm a golden godly entity.
So, that song also came through whole, which I try not to take too seriously when that happens. But
I love you so much, you are my favorite person. I love you so much, and when I'm around you, I feel different than other times, and I think that's incredible. And I would like to feel that way forever and ever and ever. I love you so much, and I think that's fucking great. I love you so much, and I'd like to take you on a date. I love you so much that I wrote this silly song. I love you so much I wanted to write the best love song. And I didn't want it to be complex, because I know that's how I am with you. So I tried to write a song that anybody else could also sing along to and be like, I'm like that, and I also love my person. And when I love my person, it feels great. I love you. I love you so much, you are my favorite person. When I am around you, it makes me feel different, and I like that different feeling, and I want to feel it more. I want to feel it more and more and more and more. I love you so much, you are my favorite person. I love you so much, you are the best person in the world. Can we be together for a really, really long time? Really, 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 really long time? Yeah.
that's song for us.
Right. Thank you. Thank you for your transmission.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
What's that face?